I'm Dean from Downtown Property Maintenance. We're just going to give whoever's watching this just a bit of an overview of what we actually come across in some of these yards. As you can see, the grass has already been slashed down, or most of it, and I've had to rake it all into big piles like so, which we'll then have to bag up and put into the trailer and get rid of. When grass is, as long as this grass is at the back, if you can come in a little bit closer, what actually happens is you might be looking at this now thinking, okay, the grass just needs a bit of a mow, it's only about knee height. When you actually slash the grass, underneath is more runners from the grass. Now when I start pulling this grass up, this grass almost comes to head height. And as you can see over here, which has already been slashed down, this is a runner I found from a piece of grass, which by the time they grow like this, it becomes like wire to cut. It's very, very hard. And as you can see, that's the piece there. And if I just bring it back, and this is after it's been slashed down, not mowed yet, just slashed. After I come back, it gets tangled under all the other ones and to the growing point, which I would suggest to about there. So that grass is actually that high. So once we slash it down, we rake all the grass up as we've done, as I've showed, and then we've got to try and go over it again and try to get rid of these pieces. And you've only seen one piece. These actual pieces are everywhere, as you can see, everywhere, all running on ground level. Once we get rid of it best we can, we then have to try and mow it. It's a process that really should be poisoned off after this instance, and then mowed, and probably mowed, and maybe mowed again 3 to 4 times before we come to a final conclusion of having nice lush lawn which is only about 1 to 2 inches high. That just gives you guys a bit of an overview of what we experience when we do these jobs. It's actually quite difficult, and just to slash this area of about 5 to 10 square metres has taken me nearly an hour. That area down there was a little bit lower, and that's not this type of grass. That's a different style of grass. Obviously where a bit more of the shade was and a lot of the rain came down here and came off a lot of the trees is where it's actually grown a lot worse. And that's about it. Thanks.